6 levels onto core JJ. Look at that.
Oh, dodges the root. Down goes Syra, who is 6 levels behind. Still jumping in the flash taunts here from Galio to add insult to injury. Double kill for Iksu. Can he make it a triple? Well, this looks like the triple. Will they get the other? There's the Mist-Shaded Corruption going in is Iksu. And the hook. The hook, will they give it over? There's the quad kill, going for crowd. Will we see the Penta? Yeah! Pentakill for Akali in this game.
환영합니다.
Here we go for Umti. Going to be doing that pretty quickly. No start on the Raptors here for the Graves.
I love this approach.
Going to land that here onto Ruler. Can they get the stun? Not quite. The Ruler does take a nice chunk of damage.
Oh, that is just beautiful preparation from Jenner. They have scouted out what they love to do. He's going to have to smite this. Don't let it get stolen by that Q.
Oh, he's trying to pull it. Snowflower is still here. Yeah, it definitely depends, for sure. See that? Oh, a bit of a gank coming in here from Empty. Forces a flash from Crown.
And escaping a lot of the mobility-based CC that you have out of Varus and Braum.
You were talking about the lack of vision in the mid lane. Crown with a big roam up into the top. Sohan is going to have to win a 1v2. There's the unleashed power into the stun, and first blood goes.
So the pick is not that effective, and you see him, he's snuck all the way behind the Rift Herald. There's really no chance. And as soon as you see him use Slice and Dice,
oh, the angles.
Look at the angle.
Whoa.
Death. Let Caitlyn get your advantages. And here comes an attempt. So Teddy has been saving mana for his chains, but they have to go on core JJ.
Are they going to land it here? That's the question. You can see Empty. There's the Chain of Corruption into the knockup. Where's the burst damage? Empty a little bit late to get there. Now Ambition making his way in. He does have that cast. There's the flash body slam into the exhaust. Going to be an easy kill for Samsung to pick up. Double teleport. Both get canceled. That's going to turn around and favor
people topside. If Cube can get his Meganar on time, he should be able to survive.
Okay, the flash with the Chain of Corruption. Should be a lot of burst damage coming out here. Flash from Cube and the collateral damage. Followed up by Teddy will mean the kill. Ambition getting here a little bit slow, though. Will be exhausted and take
jungle that, in the end, the trade ends up favoring Jenner with not only 2 kills, a turret, and the Rift Herald.
Yeah, they'll easily give away the first blood turret for that. I mean, not like they had much choice, but they're really responding to this quite well. Gonna give over the Rift Herald to Umti. We're gonna take a look at the replay now.
So they don't expect Umti to surprise him with the blast cone, but just barely in range there. Snowflower gets in, and Ambition just getting so greedy. You're 1v3. That's actually a 1v3. He willingly goes into it, and smart there from Snowflower to flash. Even after he got closer to Orianna, the cask was already behind both of them, so he was easily able to knock them both onto the team. And now with the control they have into the mid, they can't do anything to Cuvée. He only has 1 armor item, but between a behind Renekton and the Graves, there's no chance here.
Oh, Umti flashing away, gets locked up by that stun. Look at how much damage Crown does right now to this guy. And so on, he's trying to be a hero, gets locked up against that wall. Follow up here from Crown, looking for the double kill with the stun. And there it is. That's going to be triple actually going over to Crown and the Baron for Samsung.
What a slaughter this game has turned in. The thing is, Umti is not really the craziest Gragas player. He actually only has 1 game on him and a loss, so he favors more of those carry champions. He recently tried to bring out that Rek'Sai in horrendous fashion, but this is where flexibility in players in being able to achieve multiple styles ends up paying in. If you can only really play carry junglers and the situation calls for letting a mega carry come through and you don't have an answer to these champions, you have no opportunity of actually removing Caitlyn from the map.
Well, they're going to be pushing in 2 lanes at this point. Coming onto the mid lane, Core JJ just eats up the Caitlyn, flashes the wall. Perfectly safe.
Dude, that's 2 people absorbing 5 of attention, but hold on. Nothing happens.
Hold on, it's Tom Kench.
Look at that. She's 1v5ing. There's 5 people trying to get in range of Caitlyn, and she's dealing with all of them. They did so much preparation. They saw the level 1, but somehow did they just forget that Caitlyn was insane? Well, I guess they did. And
look at this. Look at this. Bye-bye, And you could eat up the Caitlyn. She had tower aggro. It doesn't matter. That's a double inhibitor going over. We got Cuvée just silently pushing the bottom lane. Nobody can get close.
Yeah, they'll just end it right here. That's double inhib so far. They don't even care about the third one. They can go for 3.
Okay, they're trying to go for a combo here, but at the last second, Core JJ able to even up Ruler. That will be 2 kills going over them. A last-ditch effort that doesn't reach much of anything. Crumbs is speechless right now. Doesn't seem to be too happy with this one, but okay, Kuzan, go back to the pool where you belong. That's going to be game number 1 in under 28 minutes. Going over to Samsung. Crown, he wants more. He's out of mana. That's going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Super easy from Samsung. They didn't really struggle. Well, okay. Crown is going to get the MVP. He enabled so much, lots of CC. I think it's fair to give it to him. He had a lot of moves. You don't want to just give it to Caitlyn for just sitting there and auto-attacking. So he definitely enabled so much of Samsung. But this game, well, Jinair played decently well. So much of it revolved around just an abysmal draft. Pretty much every pick except for Varus, and even the rotation at which they took Varus could have changed into dealing with what Samsung was bringing to the table a little bit more optimally. And as such, Samsung just had no problems this battle.
You can see it as 1-0 for Samsung. I just hope that Jinair, they went back into the room and they discussed what went wrong in their draft, and that they have something new to show us here in game 2. They are going to be on the blue side up against Samsung's red.
Outside of 1-3-1 and then find a way to split push all 3 lanes at once.
So you guys, if you're joining late, your eyes are not deceiving you. Those picks that you do see on the screen are true. And it looks like we're going to be jumping into game number 2 right now. So let's see how this Clown Fiesta will begin in game number 2.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Lane things look pretty even.
It's so rare for you to have a game with Blitzcrank and say that's the most boring lane.
That's true. That is actually true. I think once we hit level 6, we'll definitely get some more action down there. What with, you know, Varus, Zyra, and actually the flash out of ikssu, and there's the easy first blood picked up. Looking to trade it back. Cuvée in a bit of trouble here, trying to get back onto the Scarl. There's the flash to secure the kill.
Even though topside, Cuvée did find that solo kill onto ikssu. Oh, here's flash Blitzcrank.
They're trying to make it a bait here. The root does miss Snowflower. Though taking a ton of damage. Easy exhaust. He doesn't have his flash. And here comes Cuvée too, looking to land that bear trap on a rope here onto Snowflower. Does get the flash out of them and the hook onto Ruler. A heroic entrance from Galio with the knockup onto Ambition. Trying to turn this one around. A bit of damage coming out here from Kuzan. Still does not have his flash. Lots of low members. The flash more from Teddy. And the auto onto Ruler is not enough.
Too bothered by it, and here it comes once again. Fiora getting a little aggressive here, but that's an Akali into this matchup. Not the easiest. You can't really proc your vitals when she's on that stealth.
Good patience there from
Important. Here it comes.
Here comes that dive. Cuvée just looking to go here. Does get the flash, but the flash out of too. Looking for that unburrow, and there's that ultimate coming up. Okay, there's this dive. I mean, there's just no way that Cuvée can get away. He can't stay in the lane again.
And now all their lanes get to get advantages. They're pushing out, and Akali's set to carry.
I can't wait to see all the Akalis in solo queue. Oh, the arrow misses Core JJ, but he gets pulled in. And here we go, that damage, and the big taunt, and Burrow is gonna pick up the Fiora. They're still diving Ambition. There's just no getting away from Rek'Sai Akali.
Oh my God, I love this play from Jinair. The composition makes so much sense.
And here we go. Down 2 levels is Cuvée right now. You just cannot escape. You have to charge away. a long and drawn-out process. Teleport coming in from ikssu and Kuzan. Okay, they're going on to Ruler. Goodbye, Varus. Stranglethorns comes in, knocks up ikssu. Looks like he still has Zhonya's, doesn't even need to use it. Meanwhile, we saw Kazakhs going down in the jungle.
Give it to Akali. Let her last heal off that 205 from that one, and with that, oh, just so nice.
Yeah, you can see the lifesteal coming on in. Crown not even going to go near it. No points. Him and Kive are just pushing a turret. They need to get back some gold. It's going to be a nice pickup, but they're still really far behind.
It's a good response. Actually, I don't see how Samsung can end up winning this game. As long as Jin this patch of Akali is, remember that there isn't actually any crazy crowd control on the side of Samsung. The only actual disable is the Stranglethorns knockup from Core JJ.
But you always want to watch both. Slowest push ever. That actually hits Core JJ. Goodbye. Nice snipe there from Teddy. And they will be able to pick up that turret off the back of that. Should be inhibitor down in bot lane. Meanwhile, a dive onto Ambition. Goodbye. Saying, okay, you can try to dive me, but I'll come back. We have the real threat is Akali in this game anyway.
Oh, she's so tanky now, right? 4 less levels onto Core JJ. Look at that.
Oh, dodges the root. Down goes Syra, who's 6 levels behind. Still jumping in the flash taunts here from Galio to add insult to injury. Double kill for ikssu. Can he make it a triple? Oh, this looks like the triple. Will they get the other? There's the Mist-Shaded Corruption. Going in is ikssu. And the hook. The hook, will they give it over? There's the quad kill, going for Crown. Will we see the Penta? Yeah! Pentakill for Akali in this game. And ikssu showing up like a beast is gonna take the Penta and the easy game 2 to the generic Green Wings.
And I think they're gonna do it in under 28 minutes as well. 2 more seconds.
28 minutes. Jin with the quickest clapback you've ever seen in LCK summer.
We got ourselves a hell of a series. Out and you get yourself a close series, and this is where it all started, where Crown is thinking, oh, I'm perfectly fine dealing with Akali, but when comes around, the advantages for ikssu are even bigger from the failed TP from Cuban. This is just an example of Akali can dash to the minion, and then she still has another charge, so she could have easily just dashed in had he gone further.
Yeah, and this was one of the solo kills when you can see Kive just hits level 9, but just doesn't matter. You're too far behind.
Akali's itemization spike is just so beautiful to watch when you get that Gunblade, then you get that Zhonya's, then the Rylai's. It all makes such a difference. A great little arrow onto Ambition. This one, when it was all said and done, just all too easy. Arrow into hook. Meanwhile, topside's already pushing. They'll get an inhibitor on this, and I hope we get to see, we're about to see, it has to be shown, the Pentakill.
Well, here's the beginning.
Well, that's a triple right there, but
the third kill.
It's the hook onto Varus that allows this to actually happen. The fact that he gets this beautiful flash hook, Snowflower, just being a true bro, enabling him and everybody, all right, hold the damage, let him have it.
Top.
True, I'm still not a crazy fan of Rek'Sai so far. I think players are getting a little bit better at the champion so far quickly. Otherwise, they will be mowed down by the death ball of Samsung's comp.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure here onto Jin after showing like they had in game number 2. So let's jump onto the Rift for game 3 and see what they got.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Have enough damage.
Okay, caught, forced to leap away. There's the cast though into the wall. There is the flash to make sure that can survive. That's going to be nice. Will they go for the Baron? We don't have on flash and he's extremely low.
There goes the Scrying Orb, so he has to stay and consider a steal, but he's very vulnerable to dying in one shot.
Will we see that Suicide Kazakhs going on in? Big shockwave onto 2 members, but again, very tanky. Featherstorm coming on out, looking for that burst damage. Oh! They do get it with the Zaya! And the Kazakhs jumping in, perfectly timed by Jin and this game.
As that was a crazy play. Remember that Ambition hadn't even based out of that crazy fight into the bottom side, but Here they disengage. Just, you gotta finish it at that point. You gotta risk it. You went out that far, you go all the way. You don't half-ass it, so Jin Air, pull the trigger immediately. If they can do this for another minute, they'll be able to secure a position for the Elder and maybe even crack down this turret, although it is unlikely, as again, they have to commit Unbreakable to stopping the ball if they want to stop the wave clear, and that makes them susceptible to getting engaged.
Oh, okay, Missile Voyage, they're looking to make a play onto Cuvée. 3 members of Jin Air, but they don't commit. And finally, okay, now they're deciding to commit after a bit of hesitation. There's the Slicing Maelstrom, the Slice and Dice from Cuvée, the easy turnaround here from Samsung. ikssu in a bit of trouble, the Shockwave not going to land. And now Braum up in the front, forced to jump away. A very back and forth fight, no one will go down.
That was initially a fight that was so in the edge that they don't see that Baron is happening. They do have Scrying Orbs to find a way to scout it, but it's already too late.
Yeah, that's going to be the Baron going over to Samsung, no chance. And will they try to engage and stop the backs? That looks like the strategy here. They'll let ikssu...
The wards are so shallow.
Yeah, and that's not a, a support issue. That's a team issue. You have to help people. And look at the TP. It's so far away.
Exactly. This is where, but this is what we're going to get, though. This could be it.
Okay, well, I mean, at least they can force a fight.
Here we go. Inspires out.
It seems like Samsung knows about this. They're playing very patiently. The big body slam onto ikssu does QSS, but does get devoured without doing much. The re-engage with the big body slam onto Kuzan. Down he goes, and that should be the end of this one here. ikssu getting pulled out. Teddy trying to be a hero by himself, and he will get devoured by Snowflower, but there's the stun. And Samsung trying to take out that inhibitor. All 3 inhibitors are now down. Cuvée looking to go for that TP on in. This will be the last 2 turrets. Trying to look for that kill onto but here we go. Looks like Samsung able to take game number 3. Will take a couple of kills on their way out, and down goes the Nexus.
Playing to their compositional strength, they do so well. A little bit of hiccups here.
It was a very stressful game for sure. I mean, it wasn't easy done from the get-go game, especially after that Baron steal. And here's that level 2 gank.
Absolutely not. And it starts out well. A read results in the counter read, and Snowflower just being so overextended here and ends up giving up his life. I thought the heal would not come out, but the final little arrow from Ruler ends up giving him first blood.
Nice setup here. Easy stun into cask body slam. Just trying to do what he can on his way out.
And Renekton had pretty decent pressure onto Kennen for most of the game ever since that gank ended up happening. This is such a long-winded engage. This actually is the beginning of the Baron steal and Ambition's great escape, whereas it's a crazy collapse with so many people. That's 4 already on this side, but Orianna just kiting away so well. You only have to respect Karma. As long as she's not in your range, you're Gucci.
And we're going to take a look at the last fight where, maybe 40 minutes late, as we were talking about, trying to do their best, coming in from behind his ikssu, but
Kuzan steps up, ends up eating a stun to the face, and that's the danger when you're dealing with these compositions that can bop you out of nowhere. Then Gragas comes in and cleans you right up. The danger of playing Orianna, you know these were the risks when you let